Hey all, No Null here. So, in a clip that was recently released by Paramount for the Sonic Movie 3, where they revealed the clip where Team Sonic first meets Shadow, and something that stuck out to me in that clip is which, makes sense why it was there, is in their initial back and forth between Team Sonic and Shadow, they make a real big deal out of the fact that they look similar. Now that does make sense. Obviously, Sonic and Shadow look very similar, but it made me start to think about how they're basically gonna justify Shadow in the Sonic movie universe, because obviously in the Sonic movie universe, in on Earth before Sonic comes there are no Sonic characters, anthropomorphic animal creatures like Sonic, and yet obviously Gerald obviously created Shadow, and so I'm wondering, well, how are they gonna do that then? How are they gonna justify why Gerald created a hedgehog that looks like that and who just so happened to look exactly like Sonic? And so I'm wondering if that back and forth between Sonic and Shadow, where they sort of really highlight how they how weird it is that they look so alike. I wonder if that's actually set up for anything. Because in Sonic Adventure 2, obviously there's the fan theory that Shadow was designed by Gerald based off the Supersonic mural from Sonic 3. And while I'm unsure if when Sonic Team was making Sonic Adventure 2, if that was specifically what they were thinking of, oh yeah, there's that Supersonic mural in Sonic 3, maybe that's what Gerald based Shadow off of, because obviously Gerald definitely studied the ancient Echidna tribe. If you just look at Artificial Chaos or the Cannon's Core, where Gerald made a replica of the Master Emerald Shrine. But in Sonic Adventure 2, just in general, it's very even if that's not specifically what Sonic Team were thinking of, it's very implied that Shadow is a copy, of Sonic, similar to how Metal Sonic is a copy of Sonic. There's multiple things in that game suggesting that. One of the most obvious ones is that when Supersonic in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, his super form looks a bit different to how it is depicted in more recent games. It looks basically exactly his quills go exactly like Shadow's, and so that's obviously evidence suggesting that Shadow was based off that Supersonic model. But just other things like the fake Chaos Emeralds could sort of be seen as an analogy for Shadow in that game. There's a lot hinting that Shadow is a copy of Sonic. That is not just a fan theory, and so I'm wondering if they're gonna outright confirm that in Sonic Movie 3, and that's what they're gonna use as the justification for why Shadow looks the way he does, and as an anthropomorphic hedgehog, and why he looks so similar to Sonic. I'm wondering if I'm hoping at the very least they're going to do that, and it's not just that scene in that clip that at least isn't just because hey, their designs do look similar. I hope it actually just have a story reason why they look so similar in the games. And so obviously I'm not entirely sure what if that is going to be the case, what Gerald would have based Shadow on exactly, because obviously we haven't seen a Supersonic mural anywhere, such as in that Labyrinth Zone kind of place or anything, but it wouldn't make sense Gerald having been there anyway to that place. So I'm not really sure what he would have seen that was predicting Sonic's survival on Earth. I mean, it might be something, maybe there's some other owl temple place that we don't know about that Gerald found, and it predicted Sonic would come to Earth and protect the Master Emerald or something from Eggman. And obviously Eggman had that giant Death Egg robot machine in Sonic Movie 2, so they could recreate the Sonic 3 mural. That would be very cool. I don't doubt they're going to do something like that, that much of a deep cut to such a quite obscure fan theory. But I am wondering, I've got a pretty strong feeling that they probably are going to do Shadow was based off Sonic in Movie 3, and they might make it way more explicit than the games. But I guess this is all I have to say. Just a short little thoughts I had. Okay, bye.